What's the story, Morning Glory? What is the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 15, Indecent Disclosure. Potomac has fallen so far. It is not what it used to be. It absolutely is not what it used to be. This whole entire season, 15 episodes in, and this whole season has been based on rumors, lies, gossip, speculations, allegations. Everything has just been based on smoke and mirrors. Absolutely nothing factual has happened. The only thing that was close to being factual was the fight between Mia and Wendy. And the reason why I said close to being factual, because that whole fight might have been just, for show. It might have been staged. There's nothing about Potomac that's based in reality, and I'm over it. So we are in day 3 of their trip in Mexico. Giselle and Mia are having a conversation. Giselle wants to plan a bachelor party for Robin, and Mia's going to be in charge of the strippers. In her confessional, Mia says that it takes a stripper to know a stripper. So now she finally admits that in her former life, she was a stripper, because the whole entire time last season, or whatever season that was, she denied being a stripper and said that she was working in a high-end establishment, restaurant, whatever, and the women wore long ball gowns and sat and had dinner with the men. I don't know if at the reunion she confessed that she finally confessed that she was a stripper, but I remember her denying being a stripper and saying that she didn't take off her clothes, but she just wore these long evening gowns, and she got paid for sitting and having dinner with these men, and that's how she met Gordon. I don't know, but now she's admitting that she was a stripper. She was laying it low and spreading it wide. She was a damn stripper, and she's going to be in charge of the girls. Okay, fine. Moving on from there. Oh, another thing about that conversation. They start talking about Wendy, and Giselle tells Mia that Wendy is jealous of Mia. And I'm not even going to waste your time and talk about all the reasons why Wendy has absolutely zero reasons to be jealous of Mia. That was the most asinine thing that Giselle said. I guess she's gonna, whatever. She's just throwing jabs at Wendy. Absolutely no way is Wendy jealous of Mia. I'm not even jealous of Mia. And I'm broke as hell compared to her. So moving on. Robin is on the phone with her wedding planner. She's telling her wedding planner that she wants something very, very small, very, very intimate. And it's just going to be a ceremony, no reception. As we know, it's going to be her, Juan, and the kids, and that's it. No family members. Nobody else would be there. And she says this makes it more special. It's going to be more intimate. It's going to be more special. Fine. That's wonderful. I don't know if Robin is broke, and that's why she's having such a small wedding, so she doesn't have to worry about feeding people and doesn't have to worry about a reception. I don't know if it's because her family is against her and Juan remarrying, and that's why no family members will be there, because I think on Juan's side, his parents are deceased, I think. But he does have his biological father. Now, his stepfather and his mother are deceased, but I think his biological father is still living, because he had just found his biological father a couple of seasons ago or something. So I'm not sure why they don't want any family there. I don't know. Maybe Juan doesn't have a relationship with his biological dad, and maybe with Robin, her parents are absolutely against. Maybe they're not supporting her and Juan remarrying, and that's why they're not going to be there. But I'm thinking, girl, you can't even have your mom. And then the thing is that Robin wants to just completely downplay this wedding, kind of like, we're just doing it just for formality. We don't really need to get married because we've been together for so long, so we're not going to make a big deal about it because we've been down this road before. Okay, so why didn't you just go to the courthouse? If you just want to downplay it that much, why didn't you just go to the damn courthouse? If you want to go to somewhere beautiful like Jamaica and have pictures and all of that, then you know what? I'm not here to question why her family or her parents are not going to be there. Her wedding, her business. Let's just do it so that we can stop talking about whether or not Robin and Juan will ever get married. My personal opinion, I don't think they even had to get married. I don't even understand why we're doing any of this stuff. They've been down that marriage road before. They divorced. They still stay together. Their kids are practically grown. Okay. I didn't even understand why we're even doing this. Why couldn't you just live happily ever after the way that y'all have been living? The whole thing makes no sense to me, but whatever. I think she just succumbed to the pressure of the public, the pressure of her friends. I think that's what happened. Everybody kept on pestering her about, why don't you get married? And why don't you get married? And so she finally just caved and went ahead and did it just to shut everybody up. Moving on. Ashley and Karen. So Ashley and Karen are having a conversation. I think they are at the beach, and Karen is questioning why Robin had attacked her so venomously at last night's dinner, the prior night's dinner, because Robin called Karen out for being fake and said, we see right through the BS. Everybody at this table sees right through your BS. Just really went hard on Karen. Her and Giselle went super hard on Karen. Now, Karen, I guess, is used to Giselle going hard on her, but it was so unexpected to get it from Robin. And I think it was Robin that said that Charisse is the real grande dame of Potomac. So not only did Robin go in on her, called her out for being fake, she also snatched that crown off of Karen's head and placed it very gently on Charisse's head. So Ashley tries to explain, well, maybe because of Robin's friendship with Charisse, and that she felt like she had to, stand up for Charisse. And Ashley couldn't even finish a sentence, because as soon as Ashley said the name Charisse, Karen shut it down. I don't want to talk about Charisse. I don't want to hear the name Charisse. Nope, don't talk about Charisse. We're not going to talk about Charisse. And Ashley was just trying to answer her question as far as why Robin went so hard against her. So then Karen says that she's got something for Robin. She says that, well, maybe the reason why she went so hard on me is because she knows that I have a lot of information on her. The information being that Juan has this mysterious older woman, blonde girlfriend that looks like Karen. And okay, so she's telling Ashley that she knows for a fact that Juan has this girlfriend, that the girlfriend lives in Montgomery County, but her and Juan meet up in Georgetown. And according to Karen, Robin knows about this woman. And so Ashley says, so it's kind of like an arrangement, if Robin knows about it, but she still wants to marry Juan and they're still together. So it's kind of like an understanding between them that Juan can have this, this side chick. And I don't even know what Karen answered to that. The whole thing is so stupid. I am so sick and tired of these women lying on each other's husbands, and the husbands who are not even there to properly defend themselves until we get to the damn reunion. I'm just so sick and tired of it. It's like, why? Okay. And then the fact is that there's all of these underlying reasons of why people are the way they are. Like the real reason why Robin went against Karen, and the real reason why Karen and Charisse don't get along. And it's like, why can't we just bring everything out in the open? I thought that Karen and Charisse, their beef came from Charisse trying to expose Karen for having a boyfriend. Old Blue Eyes. I was kind of confused about why Robin went so hard against Karen, unless it's because Karen is giving her so much grief about marrying Juan and calling her wedding fake. I don't know. That's another problem that I have with Potomac. All of these underlying reasons, I can't even keep up. So after Ashley had this conversation with Karen, and I guess Karen had told Ashley to not tell anyone, what does Ashley do? When they go shopping, the first thing she does is she goes up to Candace and Wendy, and Ashley was just bursting at the seams to tell someone what Karen told her about Juan. She was she could not control herself. So she goes up to Candace and Wendy, and she says that she had a conversation with Karen, talking about, the fallout between Karen and Robin. And then she tells him, Karen told me that the reason why Robin went so hard against her was because, but I can't say it because I was sworn to secrecy that I wouldn't. Girl, shut the hell up. We're all going to see it anyway. The damn camera crew was there recording the entire conversation. Just say what you got to say and let's move on with it. So she says, well, it's Karen's place to tell, not mine. So then she goes to Robin, and she ends up spilling everything to Robin. And I'm like, why didn't she just spill everything? If you're going to go tell Robin everything, why didn't you just tell Wendy and Candace everything? But anyways, whatever. So she goes to Robin and she pulls Robin to the side and she tells Robin that Karen told her that Karen knew about Juan having this girlfriend and this older woman who looks just like Karen and has got blonde hair and so on and so forth. And so Ashley says, and Karen told me that you knew about this. And Robin was like, no, I didn't know anything about this. So Robin gets on the phone. This was very reactionary of Robin. She gets on the phone immediately and calls Juan. And she tells Juan, Karen said that you're with this you're with this old woman with blonde hair who looks like her. And she saw y'all, or people have seen y'all walking down Georgetown, hand in hand, holding hands in Georgetown. Juan was pissed. And he wasn't pissed because he thought that he was exposed, because it's not true. I don't think it's true. He wasn't pissed because, his future wife is worried that he might be cheating. I think he was pissed because he's on this stupid asinine show, and these stupid rumors that are not based on anything real are getting started, and he has enough to freaking worry about. He's got a wedding to worry about. He's got this lawsuit to worry about. And now you're going to add on, now you got your fiance calling you up saying, hey, I heard this rumor about you holding hands with some old lady in Georgetown. Juan doesn't need it. And I think Juan is usually trying to control himself, right? If anything, Juan has like no emotion. Juan has like two emotions that we see all the time when we do see him. He's either completely like bored, not interested, or he's smiling or he's like happy. And the only time that we really see Juan happy is when Michael Darby's around. So because Michael Darby has not been around, we really haven't seen a lot of Juan smiling. But Juan is just like, he's not about that drama, that he's not about that. So he was pissed off when Robin called him with this mess. And so he said, I don't even know what he said. He said he was going to mess up Karen when he sees her. He's going to bop her upside the head. I don't know what he said, but he's got something waiting for Karen. He don't have time for this. And I think he even said, this is the reason why I don't want to do this show. I felt like he said that, or he wanted to say that. It's like, Robin, this is the reason why I didn't even want to do this show. Because of dumb stuff like this. I felt like, and I know Robin called to kind of dispel the rumors. Because she called and she put him on speakerphone. Because she wanted Ashley and she wanted us to hear Juan deny this. Otherwise, I don't even think it was worth a phone call. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's kind of like if Karen could have said, hey, Juan, Karen said that she saw you walking down Georgetown hand in hand with Beyonce. That's how stupid this is. That's how unrealistic this is. Now, would she have called Juan if Karen had said that she saw Juan and Beyonce walking hand in hand? No, she wouldn't have called, because it would have been stupid to do that. And this is the same thing. Why are you calling Juan with this mess? I think it's because she just really wanted to put it on record that her man is denying this. Now we're at lunch. Karen, she brings up, okay, so they're at lunch and I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but at some point Karen says to Robin, that she really did not appreciate Robin attacking her integrity. She's like, not only were you calling me out for being fake, but then you were telling everybody else in the group that they need to be warned. You were warning them of me, like I was gonna do something or whatever. Like you were warning them to not mess with me because I'm so fake, and I don't appreciate that. And then Karen said, I don't appreciate you calling me fake because I'm not fake, like your wedding is. And Karen, you're going to eat those words because they did get married. Robin and Juan did get married. I'm assuming they got married in Jamaica. From the time that they got their license to the time that they were supposed to from the time that they got their license, they had until February 2023 to get married. So we're in January 2023. So they are already married. And supposedly we're going to see footage of this wedding in the season finale. So, because they got married after they got done filming for this season. And on the very last episode, they're going to evidently, rumor has it, they're going to show us footage of this wedding. Maybe her parents did show up and surprise them. I don't know. So Karen said that Robin knows about Juan's girlfriend. And Robin says she doesn't know anything about this girlfriend. So Candace and Wendy, so Karen had asked, who else heard about this rumor or something like that. I don't know who asked that. And the only people that admitted to hearing about this rumor was Wendy and Candace. Now, I thought they were going to say that they actually heard it from people within their little, not within this group, but within their real inner circle, or people around town were speculating or whatever. But they said they read it they read it in the gossip blogs. And the gossip blogs probably could have gotten this information from Karen. So that doesn't even really count. So stupid. So Karen said that it would have been better off if Robin never talked about her wedding at all, because they talked about Robin's wedding and how she, because, Karen said that the wedding was fake. And so she says, your wedding is fake. You should never even brought up the fact that you're getting married. You should have just kept it to yourself. And Robin said, I would never have talked about my wedding if you didn't keep asking me about it. And so then we see this long montage of, I don't know how many clips of Karen constantly asking Robin when she's going to get married. When is the date? Where are you getting married? What's up with the wedding? Constantly badgering poor Robin about this damn wedding. So Robin said that the only thing that Karen needs to worry about is old Blue Eyes. And she takes her phone and she pulls up the picture of old Blue Eyes and Karen together in Las Vegas, I think. And then she starts showing everybody at the table this picture. Everybody but Karen. She did not want Karen to see this picture. So Karen was like, can I see? Can I see? Can I at least see? Are you going to show me? Can I see? And nobody showed her the picture. So I don't know what the hell was on that damn picture, because we couldn't see it. So everybody's passing the phone around. Evidently it was whatever. Anyways. Karen said that, so then she brings up, she talks about Juan and how Juan wanted her, because at the reunion, I don't know what year it was, which reunion it was, but it was the one where they all wore white. And the question was asked about the whole threesome thing. And, because Karen said that Robin, when Andy Cohen asked Robin if she would ever have a threesome, Karen said that Robin said yes. Well, they showed the clip of the reunion. Robin did not say yes. It was Juan, and he was just joking, but it was Juan that had said, yeah, we can spice it up like that. And Robin had clearly said no. And so then, Karen has, her facts are way off. If she doesn't even remember what the hell happened at the reunion that she was participating in, how are we supposed to believe her that Juan is walking around Georgetown holding hands with some old lady with blonde hair? And the reason why I laugh is because Juan is not the PDA type. He doesn't even show PDA with Robin. So he's going to show PDA in public, outside, walking down the street with some mysterious woman, when he doesn't even hold Robin's hand? That's why I know Karen is lying. Juan does not show PDA. Anyways, so then Karen said that Juan wanted her. The Juan was inappropriate with her, because after the reunion, wherever the hell they were at and whatever the hell they were doing, Juan had approached Karen and said, well, if me and Robin ever have a threesome, I want you to be that third party. I want to have the threesome with you, Karen. And then he hugged her, and she said he hugged her so tight that her boobs went into her vertebrae. That's how tight he hugged her. And she felt uncomfortable. She felt violated, because he was violating her personal space, and the hug was just too tight and too close, and just made her feel so uncomfortable. This is what I'm talking about. This is just like what Giselle said about Chris, what Mia said about Chris. Everything is based on lies. Everything is, why are we having an entire season of nothing but lies? Okay, so after that discussion is over, they all start taking shots, and it seems like everybody is somewhat getting along. And I say somewhat getting along because there's still beef between Karen and Robin, and there's still beef between Jacqueline and Mia. So people start taking shots or having a good time, and here comes doom and gloom crap starter Giselle. She sees everybody having fun. Even though Mia and Jacqueline are sitting next to each other, they're not, they're peaceful. They're not going at it with one another. They're sitting next to each other, ignoring each other. Wonderful. So that everybody else, so we can all have a good time. Like I said, taking shots, laughing, joking, having a good time. No one's no killing anybody else. We're done with Robin and Karen. But because of the fact that it's calm, Giselle doesn't like that. She's got to start some mess. So she turns to Mia and Jacqueline and she says, so how are things between y'all two? Mia and Jacqueline? Are y'all good now? Is everything okay now? Knowing damn well that we got a little bit of alcohol in them. Now she's already struck the fire. So she knows that, they're going to go at it. And that's exactly what they do. They go at it. I don't even know what the hell is going on between Mia and Jacqueline. I cannot keep up with all of these beefs. But they're having their beef. What was it about? It started with the babysitter thing where, Mia was mad that Jacqueline would use her nanny, which is Mia's sister, would use her nanny to watch her kids when it was on Mia's time. And Mia's paying her to watch her own children. But here comes Jacqueline dumping her kids off with the nanny and basically having them watch her kids for. But this is her sister. Okay, her sister's gonna watch her nieces and nephews, without charging y'all. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I guess Mia was just like, if I'm paying her, she can only watch my kids if I'm the one paying her. But okay, so that's how it all started, I guess, I assume. So now, and then it got into the whole thing about, keep your legs closed to married men because Mia was accusing Jacqueline of sleeping with Gordon and all this other craziness. So that's still brewing between them. So Giselle has lit the fuse, and because, Mia is going on with her life. She don't give a damn. Jacqueline's the one, like right below the surface, she's about to have a breakdown. So when Giselle opened up her big mouth, the floodgates opened with Jacqueline. So they start going at it. They start fighting. I don't even know about what now. And it's so bad that Jacqueline gets up and she leaves the table. So then when Jacqueline leaves, Mia takes this opportunity to reach out to Wendy. So she turns to Wendy and she says, Wendy, I just want to say, girl, that, I'm really sorry for blah, 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 whatever. Saying all the things that I said about you and throwing the water on you. I'm really sorry. I really admire you. You're a boss bitch, and you're a wonderful mother, you're a wonderful wife, and I really do like you underneath it all. I really do. So whatever, she's reaching out to Wendy, and Wendy, she accepted it, and she says we're gonna have a conversation a little bit later. So they are on the track to reconciliation, which is wonderful. And moving on from there, so then Wendy goes to see Mia before dinner. Y'all, look, when Wendy came up to Mia's room in that yellow dress with that beautiful dark chocolate skin, I was like, look at her. Wendy looked so pretty to me. That beautiful yellow, and it wasn't like a bright yellow. It was a yellow. It was definitely, okay, it was a bright yellow, but it wasn't like that just glaring yellow. It was kind of like a sunflower type, like a little tinge of orange in it. It was just so beautiful. It fit her so well. It looked so beautiful on her skin. I couldn't even pay attention to the conversation, just like admiring how pretty Wendy looked in that dress. So they're having a damn conversation. And Mia was like, I don't even know where we went wrong. And Wendy reminded her and said, when you threw that damn water at me. So they talk about their whatever, talking about how they have more in common than they do differences, which they actually do. Both married, happily married to their husbands. They both have young children. They're both business women. So yeah, they do have quite a bit in common. They're both attractive. Okay, fine. So they hug it out. Everything was wonderful. So this is their last night in Mexico. After dinner, they go to a bar and everybody's drunk as hell. And obviously we don't see this, but we just hear about this. And of course, Giselle isn't there with them. Every time they go to the bars and they go clubbing or whatever they do after hours where they're not recording anymore, Giselle ain't there. I guess Giselle is like, well, if there's no cameras there, what's the point of me being there? Because Giselle once again wasn't there. So they go to the bars and none of them were wearing any underwear, and so they were like all flashing each other, and then one thing leads to another. Wendy was flashing Mia saw what she saw, and she wanted to be all up in there, and so put her face in the place, and I'm thinking to myself, Okay, I understand y'all want to have a good time. Y'all are in Mexico, girls trip, fine. But it was still a little bit unexpected to me that Wendy would act like that, because Wendy holds herself as being very professional. She's a boss. She's got all these degrees, Dr. Wendy Osefo, all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, so you're out there completely wilding out, drinking way too much. And I understand you want to have fun, but I still feel like, okay, there should still be limited. Anyways, my thing is this. Wouldn't this be like a form of cheating, or am I being too prudish? Isn't this a form of cheating if she did actually allow Mia to put her face in the place, and she's a married woman and Mia's married, and she's and then Wendy, when they had their big old fight in Miami, Wendy was like accusing Mia and her husband of having this open marriage where anything goes, and here she is where anything went with Mia. Isn't that a form of cheating, or am I too prudish or something? I was just surprised that Wendy would let it get this far, because her being a doctor, having her doctorate in whatever, her PhDs, being on CNN, a political commentator, a professor, you're completely wilding out on this show. Because on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, what's her name? Whitney and her husband Jason got in trouble at work because, there was a scene where him and Whitney were getting a little bit too close for comfort for the cameras. And I think he got fired over that. And they're husband and wife. But then again, the difference is in this situation, there were no cameras. So if it comes down to it, Wendy can always deny it, I guess. So I was just a little bit surprised that Wendy let it get that far, but maybe I'm a prude. So once again, I feel like they're grasping for straws. So now we're going to have this whole situation. Did Mia do it or not do it? Did it happen or did it not happen between Wendy and Mia? I don't know. But everything else about this is, but for the fact that now I know Robin actually did get married, I would even throw Robin's damn wedding into the whole pot of fakeness and speculation and rumors and gossip and everything that's not real. But we know that she did get married, so we can take that out. But everything else about this show, every single storyline is just based on rumors and gossip and things that cannot be proven. So I'm very disappointed in the Real Housewives of Potomac. But anyways, it is what it is. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, don't forget to rate the video if you like this content. Please go ahead and subscribe, and I will definitely talk to you later. Bye.